woman playing against a man tennis player, you can see it being fairly competitive.
Serena and Venus Williams did exactly that. Challenged any professional male player to a match as long as they were outside of the top 200. The challenge was accepted by Karsten Brosch, who was ranked 203rd in the world. And the match was a close one. He beat Serena 6-1 and Venus 6-2.
It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster. I love to play women's tennis, and I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed.
Why was it necessary for you to say that anybody, Serena, couldn't beat the 700th player on the men's circuit?
Okay guys, so let me just break down this crazy 3-on-1 formation that we got cooking here. On the side of truth, justice, and all that is righteous, we have J-Mac, John McEnroe, the legendary tennis player. And he said, in his honest opinion, that Serena Williams, the greatest female tennis player of all time, would rank 700 within the men's rankings. And that's not really too far-fetched, because if we look at the numbers, what we would need to do is select the top 20 tennis playing countries across the world, and then select the top 35 male tennis players within each country, and then we have our 700. And I believe that those men could beat Serena Williams. So opposing him, we have this social justice warrior, feelings over facts news team. Let's see how J-Mac handled business.
Respect Serena very much so, okay? And I was simply calling her on an NPR, which supposedly you're supposed to, you know, this is where you can say it like it is and you're going to get honest feedback. She's the greatest player, female player that ever lived. Then the lady said to me, I don't remember which one, but she said, why did you say woman? Why don't you just say the greatest, you know, tennis player that ever lived? And so then I felt the need, however, unfortunately, I'm probably to defend myself. I don't know, just say what I really felt. I mean, which is about what I think she would be. I think you're referring to the fact that I said she'd be about 700 in the world?
Yeah. Right.
I've got a solution, Gail, though, because I know that you're friendly with Serena, and I think at least until yesterday,
I'm right now.
I'm just waiting. Would you like to apologize?
Why
no.
would he need to apologize?
But the offer is this, is because it seems in tennis, unlike other sports, that they're always asking about how women, they always ask me how I would do for someone. Why isn't this old bag John McEnroe, how would he do against Serena? Why don't you combine, just solve the problem? I'm sure the men would be all for this. The men and women play together.
Hi guys, welcome back. It's Coach Charles and you are watching Charles Soundbox TV. So welcome back to my YouTube channel, and you guys have already seen the first two clips and you know it's a bit crazy. So we need to touch back on a few old truths, reaffirm a few facts, and of course soak up this update because it's going to help you guys to reset back to factory settings. So let me begin with my underlying premise. When a concept of incredible cohesion creates a concise characterization of coherent measure for a previously considered quandary, we the collective can conclude that queens cannot compete with kings within the Colosseum of sport. So basically, women just can't really compete with men in sport.
You need to leave!
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Okay, so before some of you try to come for me in the comments, punching, kicking, and slapping, just take a look at these and try to understand what I'm saying.
I'm finna do a punt return against like 40 female flag footballers. Just watch how I do this. It's a lot of pressure. You guys have a fantastic women's soccer team.
We do.
Do you think your women's team could beat the men's team?
Yep.
Absolutely. These women can do anything they set their minds to.
Beta!
No, they're still women.
No, I don't.
No.
Careful now.
Boy, it would be close. No way. I love Megan Rapinoe. She's
Yo,
great.
well, I'm from Seattle. We're from Seattle.
Oh, there you go.
Hometown, buddy.
Come on, let's not be ridiculous.
Not even the U15s.
They can't even beat the under 15.
I mean, they played them before and they lost.
That's direct evidence. I can't really refute that.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a female boxer and kickboxer by the name of Lucia Riker, but she is perhaps one of the greatest female kickboxers and boxers of all time. So the reason why I bring her up is because she actually fought against a male opponent in an exhibition fight. Now, the guy that Lucia fought against was not as highly ranked as she was within the female division as he was within the male division, but he was of reasonable standard. So I'm going to show you some footage from the fight, but just a heads up, it only lasts 2 rounds, and I have to warn you, it did not end well for Lucia. Take a look. Okay, let's go. Nice little sweep there. Yikes. Strength there. Muscle in her. Nice one. Well done, Lucia. Oi. Coming firing on all cylinders now. Second round. Aye. That was a knockout though. Okay, on a much lighter note, a male radio show host was being ridiculed by a few women over the internet, and he offered them a challenge to meet him in the ring and fight all of them on the same night. If they win, he buys tickets for some concert, and if he wins, I guess he just gets to beat them up.
Sleazy is this
WWE.
dude? Battering women. And if that ain't bad enough, he's even a cheap shot artist, using headbutts and body slams to beat him up.
That's great.
This guy's such a dirtbag. He wails on women even after they're knocked down.
How was this allowed? So when the doubters out there fully accept and appreciate why women cannot compete with men, it becomes all the more apparent that women should not compete with men. And this is simply because when men embody the spirit of competitiveness and ruthlessness when engaging within a challenge involving women, let's just say that the differences between the sexes is well respected. Now I want you viewers to understand that in this video I'm not trying to bash women, but I'm trying to make people more aware that we need to respect the safe space for women in sport. Now, as a boxing coach and surrounding myself with athletes, both male and female, I can appreciate the slight difference between opinions on this topic. I think where the disconnect really lies is between athletes and non-athletes, both male and female, about this topic, and I think that this is where the problem really exists.
Can we ask you a really quick question for a little video? Just whatever comes to your mind naturally. What would you say? Can you name some things women just have a knack for more so than men?
Probably compassion and empathy and generosity of heart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of people go with that. And what comes to your mind if I say what would you say men are better at than women?
I don't know. A lot.
Wow.
I think both have their pluses and.
Guys, you see that? When asked about ladies, she had an answer. When asked about men, both have their merits. Yeah.
Minuses. I think men are better at
Dialogue.
At
Muscles.
muscle stuff.
You know, like strength.
Sure.
That's an easy one. That's a go-to one.
Oh, I think women are good at that too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like as a tendency, generally speaking, you know.
Now, guys, focus on the fact that we're not saying every man is better than every woman. This is not what this interviewer is proposing. He is saying on average, if you round up all men, you get the median value of strength for men. You round up all women, you get the median value of strength for women. The men's will be higher. Just in the same way where she answered that the female emotion and compassion of heart would be higher than the males. I just don't understand why this is so hard to, we have to start describing basic stuff. It's ridiculous.
Women are more connected to the emotions, but men are usually a little bit more muscly,
I think that's been the stereotype, but I think that's definitely changing,
Stereotype.
I think women genetically are catching up to men in strength.
Yeah, I think the emphasis on men having to be so strong and like that sort of stereotype, I think that's going down.
You think that it's an emphasis on men being strong, or men just are naturally just stronger because of their genetics?
Oh, interesting.
It's not interesting. It's straightforward.
I think women are just as strong as men.
Physically?
Yeah, I do.
Wonderful. Anyway, if there are ladies watching, trust me when I say this, but men and women are different. And in order for us to support one another, we need to appreciate our differences and not dismiss them. Ladies, if you are interested in sport, try to become more active and more competitive. This will improve the quality of the sport, the interest within the sport, and also the financial gains, as more butts will fill the seats within the arenas. And gents, to you, keep striving, keep competing, and last but not least, do not, and I repeat, do not fall asleep around your buddies.
You're a victim.